All right. Hello and good morning or afternoon or evening, Speed Gaming watchers. Welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots Tournament of 2025. We are in the group stages. We have a match this morning for you between Specks and Brogor, who are in group something. I don't know which group they're in. I'm Gilgamesh. I am joined this morning by Blue Link. Hello.
Hello. Well, Casual Boots, fun, exciting tournament, and we've got two excellent runners, two big names, Specks and Brogor here. I believe they're in Group M, if I can remember what I read.
Sounds good to me. I know they're not in Group O, because that's what group I'm in. But other than that, I have no idea.
So for MSUs, we do indeed have Shining Force on Specks' side. And if we end up switching to Brogor, that'll be Cadence of Hyrule.
I believe we should be getting underway here shortly. So yeah, this is I believe the first match for both runners here. So in the group stage, it's a double round robin. There's 4 people per group. You play everyone in your group twice, and then top 2 will move on to the bracket stage of the tournament. But we are still very early here. We just kicked things off at the start of the week, so lots of casual boots to come, hopefully.
And we are off.
Yeah. Say, if you've been exhausted by all of the nonsense that was going on in League between, entrance modes and cross keys and key drop and all that other stuff, making things a little more simple here at Cash Boots Tournament. Nothing fancy. Boot start, sword start, 7 Crystal Ganon. Yeah, both players doing an early map check. Very cringe as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, you're going to have to do it at some point, right?
Yeah, so for me personally, I don't like to make a map check until I have items that would potentially change my route, because I don't want to be influenced by what the crystals or the pendants are in the light world, so I wait until I have to make a decision before I look at them. I got some nice sync going on here. Both players had a little bit of a early snafu. I think Brogor took a bonk early on. Something Specks lingered on the map a little bit, but now we are synced up here. And Brogor just
not quite.
Fall. No 455s happening this morning.
Well, maybe we'll get a mirror or something. Oh, hey,
nice
nice flute.
Alright, well. That'll basically guarantee we go to Kakariko immediately after escape. Not that anyone really diverges from that generally, but that just solidifies you are 100% going there.
Alright, what does Zelda have for us today? A key.
You would think with the small key in her cell she'd be able to do something, but... So yeah, the escape sequence, you're going to be seeing this a lot over the tournament because you have to do it every seed. It doesn't differ from seed to seed, really. You might find a couple items that are interesting, but obviously, the first 5 to 5.5 minutes of every seed is going to be roughly the same. So it just becomes a fun little execution test to see who can get through it the fastest.
Well, can we talk about this palette shuffle on Specks' side? Like, that green is not healthy.
Listen, the king has unique tastes, and this is what he has decided. I am not a fan of palette shuffle personally. Listen, if you want to do it, go for it, but it weirds me out.
Ice Palace usually looks nice, but the rest of the game's questionable at times.
Oh, another bonk there for Specks.
Oh, nice sword.
So that is one thing to note about Kaz Boots is that, you know, Aga access to Dark World does tend to be a little more common here because you are already starting with a sword. I know I've played 2 of my races so far in the group stage. Both of them have been Aga Seeds. I'm hoping to go 6 for 6. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it's more common when you start with, especially, you know, Lumberjack can often have something because you are starting with 2 of the items you need to access Lumberjack. Oh, nice mirror. Okay, so if somebody really wants to game, after you turn in Zelda, you can mirror and then go to Aga Tower. Like a 5-10 escape there for Specks. Probably not super thrilled with that, but we'll take it. So we're gonna do the Lumberjack check. I approve of this. I think you should always do this in Cash Boots.
Usually you don't need it, but it's good to know that you don't need it.
Yeah, again, like just because you're already starting with 2 of the 4 items required to access it, it's gonna come up a little more often than it would in a normal mode, and it's never really gonna get that much faster to check. I like having the information.
Ooh, 8 bombs on the bush crab.
Yeah, if we
we're
didn't
already
pick up
full
10
up.
bombs, yeah, from Link's house, that would be great. So Flute and Mirror is interesting. That gives us Hera access immediately. I don't expect anyone to do that right away because it's still not that many checks, and you may not be able to do much in Hera depending on where the big. Okay, well suddenly the mountain looks a little bit better. We have a hook shot now, so that gives us access to East Death Mountain. I'm still not doing that right away. I think you want to continue along and do your Kakariko and South Shore checks before going up the mountain to potentially make it a little more enticing. But we do pick up a 3rd sword in Blindsight.
I want to see a 10-minute gold sword at some point in this tournament.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Ah, there's the big money.
Nice to potentially get Zora money early on so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, good. Specks remembering to activate the flute. I have definitely never forgotten to do that. It's a glove. Alright, well, now I'm starting to get a little worried about Aga. We still have a lot of checks to do before Aga becomes a possibility, but if we find a lamp with the glove and hookshot, that does give us a lot of Dark World access. And Brogor is skipping the lower Kakariko to go straight to the dam, which is interesting.
Ooh, this is bold.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a bummer because probably going to want that glove. I think this is a play to potentially find a bottle before doing the rest of that stuff, so you can get Sick Kid along the way.
Maybe, and I mean, you can just flute back to 3 at any time.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't think this
bit.
is worth it. Like, I think just do the stuff, because you're more likely to find something that's going to help you along the rest of your route, and like a flute back to 3 to check the bottle is not really that bad later. There's a bow, so we can do Eastern now, should we so choose. Which I
Well, that is a
probably
clearable
would.
crystal.
Yeah, I would probably do that after cleaning up. I was just gonna go straight. Okay, so Brogor is taking the. I'm just gonna skip a bunch of stuff strategy here. Which, look, massive time loss here. Had he had that glove, he would have been able to go straight to Eastern first and save himself some time. I don't know.
Speaking of time losses.
Yeah, I don't know about talking to Saha here. You're going to check the map anyway. Oh, wow. Hammer and Cane.
Thanks.
All right, so we are a moon portal away from Dark World access. Meanwhile, Specks taking the slightly more thorough approach, going here to check Agina. I think we'll probably see Specks head over to the eastern area next as well.
Oh, you called it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crystal. These dark rooms aren't too bad, especially for runners of this caliber. It makes sense to just knock this out.
Okay, that's 2 items already.
Right, well, we are forced to do the big key chest. I suspect that's probably another thing Brogor would have skipped if it was not required.
Alright, do we get the 3rd item right away?
We do, and it's garbage. this is the slightly tricky part of this room, is picking up this pot, because sometimes if you're lined up exactly with the wall, you can't actually pick up the pot. You have to be slightly off center.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way the one time I tried that.
But gets through it just fine. We have a pretty good amount of health plus blue mail right now, so not too much danger there. And that's going to put our first crystal on the board for Brogor.
Sub 15 minutes.
I am going to guess we see Brogor up on the mountain next. There is quite a bit we can do up here.
Well, that
We'll
lack of glove is not going to immediately cause him problems, at least.
Yeah, glove doesn't do a whole lot on the mountain. Now, what will be unfortunate, well, it's pretty unlikely, but if Brogor happens to find the other glove plus Moon Pearl on the mountain, that's a little unfortunate, because then he won't be able to get into Dark World and do Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny, whereas Specks will.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think chances of both of those being up here is fairly low. Spec's gonna go grab his hammer and cane from Saha, and then I would have to think we'll join Brogor up on the mountain.
Did Brogor just delete that bomb?
It's gone. Goodbye, bomb. I didn't see what that was.
Neither did I.
Not important, because we're not getting it. Alright, get our Dark World map check. Let's see, Pendant TR, Pendant
that's
Pod.
boring.
I didn't see the third. Oh, with third Pendant Terra, okay.
And Red Crystal was Thieves Town.
So no Ice Rod hunt today, probably. Specks is going to go ahead and continue being thorough here, clean up Ice Rod Cave. Picks up half magic, not bad. Not great, but not bad. I guess we're going to go Water Walk, take care of this Zora area stuff. We've got a bow, we've got bombs, so we can do a splash delete if something ends up being on the ledge.
Yeah, good idea to walk on this green sludge instead of swimming in it.
Yeah, well, that's why you can walk on it, because it's like semi-solid, probably.
I don't want to think about that.
It's like Jello or something. There's a bottle. Nothing on our ledge. There's a glove. No Moon Pearl yet. So Brogor is just going to go straight to...
Wait,
Dark World?
Did we not do Spiral Cave?
Nope. Brogor is playing super aggressive. It's interesting because we have two very different approaches here. Specks is being very thorough. Okay, now Brogor's gonna check Ice Rod Cave. I don't know why he's doing this now. But we'll pick up that half magic, and then I guess we'll go to Dark World. Maybe we can go beat Thieves Town if we want.
We still don't have the Moon Pearl, right?
Oh, right, we don't have
Unless
the Moon
I
Pearl. That's
missed it
true.
somewhere.
We cannot go to Dark World. I mean, we can go to Dark World, we just can't get very far. And yeah, actually, this is where the skips that Brogor has made start to become a little scary, because it's like, okay, well, did I leave my Moon Pearl in Spiral Cave? Did I leave my Moon Pearl in Agina? Or like, you know, when do you make the play to Aga and see if there's something on the ledge? Which I guess is not now because we don't have a lamp yet, but something is missing here. We are missing a piece of the puzzle, and we don't have that many places to check for it right now.
Yeah, one thing that's troubling me is Brogor peeked into Hera, found one item, and then immediately left. So,
I would probably have done the same. Yeah, there is, but it's not in logic because, well, I didn't see if we picked up the big key or not, but, you know, we don't have a fire source, so if the big key is in the basement, we don't logically have access to anything else in Hera. We do, however, have access to a checkerboard cave.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which Brogor needs those mitts for first, which he's about to get. We have
Oh, Specks is doing the same thing.
King's Tomb as well. Yeah, I think that's the right. Oh, with the pendant Hera, I think that's probably the right play.
All right, Spiral Cave.
Yeah, this is a rough one for Brogor to get back to if there's something here. Bombos. I mean, we only need one medallion, but could be required. It could also potentially be Ice Palace entry.
Yeah, the Rule of Fire has been known to strike.
Expect Brogor to probably chase these mids checks. Do checkerboard, save and quit, do King's Tomb. This will give us our medallion knowledge too, so we'll know if that bombos is required or not. We can also, you know, we can go into desert. Can't beat it, but we can go in.
Hey, you know what? That's actually in logic, right?
Yep, it is.
All right, so it was Ether, which is the one medallion we don't have.
That is correct.
I think the old man had Quake, so both runners should have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Specks is choosing King's Tomb first.
Yeah, this makes sense. He had to save and quit, so he's right here. And this is kind of where Brogor's strategy starts to hurt him a little bit, because now, you know, he didn't find what he needed on the critical path necessarily, so now he has to start going back and clearing out all these things that he skipped, whereas Specks already has done them. So he's just, like, you know, he's gonna last location whatever this is, but, like, he's done it in a more efficient manner.
Somehow our runners are in sync.
Look at that. The palette is not even that different. It's only a little different.
Now, what's more disturbing to you, the green water or the green sand? Oh, there's our Moon Pearl.
There's our Moon Pearl. All right. So that is Dark World access.
This actually did kind of work out okay for Brogor.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna get to skip Spiral Cave most likely. The problem for Brogor again becomes later on in the seed if he has to start cleaning up some of this stuff for, you know, an Ether Medallion or whatever, whereas Specks already has done basically everything. Moon Pearl for Specks. Check these Meyer checks. See where our players choose to start in the Dark World. I think I would still go Hype Cave here. Mostly because I'm greedy. Oh, okay. Brogor is going to go ahead and start Mountain.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not necessarily where I would have gone, but I think I can understand the logic here because Hera and TR are both pendants, so you are banking on not ever having to come up here again, which means if you don't do this now, you're never going to do these 6 checks in Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny.
And he can unisolate Spiral Cave while he's up here.
Yes. Yep. Okay, Specks is going to go ahead and start here in Vu, which... I mean, it makes sense to some degree. We have Thieves Town, but I kind of would have... I think I would have done Hype Cave just to greed for a Fire Rod so you can knock out both dungeons here in one shot. Well, it's like the mountain coming up empty here.
Oh, I didn't realize Brogor had not checked Floating Island.
Yeah, no, he went bottom route to Paradox and then just quit. But he was first up here.
Ooh, silvers, and that's 3 items front of Thieves Town.
Well, still gonna finish it because it's a crystal, but probably not expecting too much else in here. It's like Brogor's gonna go ahead and... Nope, okay. I thought we were gonna start Hype Cave, but now I'm disappointed.
No, we're gonna...
Oh man, we're gonna fake flipper to Ice Palace? Let's go, dude.
Okay, this is a choice, and I love it.
I think this is totally reasonable. You know, despite what Brogor's tracker says, we do have Kane and Bombos, so, like, it's really, like, this is not going to get that much faster anyway. And you have to do it. And it could potentially give you some information on where your flippers are. Or where you... Sorry. It can give you some information on where your flippers are not. Depending on what's in here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that's the 4th item in Thieves Town.
Alright, well, we are done here.
Alright, Specks has been counting.
Yep. No reason to waste any time opening anything else in here. Okay, well, not the rod we were looking for, but it is a rod.
Hopefully we don't need that.
Yeah, so Brogor did not check the medallion for TR, but, I mean, we are a fire rod away from a beatable T or a completable TR if we have access.
That is interesting, tantalizing, also a little scary.
Now, obviously, you know, you're not going to go rush that until you find the flippers. Which, I guess in that case... No, never mind. We don't need to do TR. Because the ice rods... Well, there are situations where we might need to do TR, but we shouldn't need to finish TR, because we need flippers to get that ice rod, and you also need fire rod to be able to fight Trinex, and if we have both of those, we're in go mode anyway, so... Oh no, we need ether, sorry. We could do TR.
Nice cold stare fight. Or
a lamp. Okay. Well, flippers
think
cannot be lamp locked.
I don't think I've seen that particular instance of the rule of fire very frequently.
So it narrows. You know, there's a few places flippers can't be now. We're going to continue just beating dungeons, it looks like. Alright, let's see if this Smith chain play has paid off for Specks, because so far it has not. Nope.
Well, he's got a nice round 500 rupees now.
That's true. I'll get to check Hype Cave, which Brogor has not done yet. I feel like something's probably in pod.
There always is, isn't there?
I mean, not always. I guess... I'm trying to think of what could actually be in pod, right? Because the lamp was in Ice Palace. So you can't have flippers in Dark Maze. Which means you also can't have Fire Rod in any of the dark rooms. And you can't have flippers in any of the dark rooms. So yeah, maybe Pod doesn't actually have anything.
I'm just gonna guess that we're gonna have to go there.
We might get a peek at the Tiarmadine here from Specks, though. So he's going to come up here and check Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny. I would expect him to check, and will probably go in if he has access to it. Neither player has been into the front of Skull Woods either. Also got Spike Cave while we're up here.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, Brogor putting a third crystal on the board. And we do have TR access. He doesn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think you got to do it with Specks. You're probably going to get locked out immediately anyway, but I do think you have to make this play. I could definitely see something like flippers in the first chest here.
All right, first chest.
All right, we continue.
Meanwhile, Brogor's got to do 26 digs for that. It was a piece of heart, right?
I honestly don't remember. It was nothing important, so.
Alright, are we invited further?
Then,
no.
All right, nope, that's it. All right, that's fine. I mean, you lose a little time there, but again, there are situations where the key layout can be such that you can go all the way to Laser Bridge without Fire Rod, but it's pretty unlikely. And now we can. I mean, I feel like we're pretty safe to not have to go back to TR at this point. Probably. I mean, the Ether Medallion right now is the kind of the big sticking point.
Mm-hmm.
There's our flippers. They were up on the mountain. All right. So now I think Specks will probably do Ice Palace. And then follow that up with Swamp.
And hopefully you find Ether and or Fire Rod.
That's the hope, yeah. I mean, ideally you find Ether before Fire Rod, because then that eliminates the need for TR.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got a nice summery Ice Palace.
Is this a summary? What would you call this? Like a sunflower? I don't know. Like there's pink.
I always say it reminds me of the Temple of Seasons from Oracle of Seasons, and this is the Summer Tower, I think. I could be completely wrong.
So I wonder if Brogor... It feels like Brogor probably just continues this into pod.
Yeah, Spike Cave is looking pretty bad for him.
Oh, okay, he's gonna take this lamp and finish desert. I don't love this right now. I don't remember if there's another item in desert, but like... This isn't really gaining you anything valuable. Like, you know your flippers can't be back here. And your fire rod also can't be back here. Because... I think. I don't know. Anyway, this is not in logic yet, so I probably wouldn't be doing it.
I mean, he could be just taking a breather to decide his next move.
Did he even do Hype Cave yet, though?
I don't think so.
Like, he opted to, after turning in the purple chest, he opted to do this instead of Hype Cave. Like, what are we doing here?
Sometimes chaos is I don't know.
Yeah, this didn't even have an item. This was a bad play. I'm gonna put my foot down here. Bad play. Oh, combine Hype Cave with Red Bomb? I guess you could do that. I'm gonna still consider this a bad play.
Yeah, you could do that into Pyramid Ledge into Pod if that's his...
Yeah, you could. Again, he's like really banking on Fire Rod being here and like a weird confluence of progression. Oh, Specks, be careful, buddy.
Nicely done. You don't need to be careful when you've got a blue, a green, and a red potion.
I suppose. I guess Ether would probably be the best thing Brogor can find here in Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, that would get him away from Pod to do Mire, but those slippers are going to be tough for him to get back to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a super long check to do. It's just, you know, it's one item, so it's hard to make the decision specifically to do that. That's all right. There it is. Okay, Specks is also going to do Desert. This is pretty much for the same reason as Brogor, because he wants to loop Swamp into Pyramid Fairy afterwards. Most likely. So the ether is good, but again, it still like begs the question, like flippers probably can't be in here. It all depends on where that fire rod is, right? Because like
Bird toss.
you needed flippers to get the lamp to be able to beat desert to get the ether.
We'll definitely have to ask about all of this after the race. Nice
We just go
big
straight
key.
to the boss here. I would probably consider going straight to the boss here. Specks gonna go ahead and clear out the swamp. So we are looking for that fire rod. If Specks finds the fire rod in swamp, he's gonna be in go mode pretty soon here. Oh man, we're going for it. Brogor's. We're doing cutscene chests and everything.
This is a bit of a contrast to his earlier skipping.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. All right, what is this? Is that pink water? Is that what we got here?
Nowhere
Like
near
a-
as bad as
like
the
a-
green stuff.
Maroon or something? I don't know.
Mauve?
I'm colorblind, so I don't know. Oh, fire rod. All right.
Free fire rod, okay.
All right. So Specks is on his way to go mode here. It'd be interesting to see if he decides to do left side swamp or not. Looking for ether. One item from go mode. I think I skip it.
I think it is so cool that Specks is named after that little clip he did.
Yeah, I know. He just liked the quick clip so much he decided to name himself after it.
You know, you gotta commit to the stuff you find cool. I don't know. All right, no left side swamp for the time being, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think you do it your first trip in. I think you finish the dungeon and then, like, if there happens to be 3 items still left in swamp afterwards, maybe you consider going back in. But it does not look like that's going to be the case here. So I would expect Specks to skip this. I guess the one danger now being, you know, Specks has that fire rod. I could see a world where he decides to, like, ditch Pyramid Fairy and go do Skull Woods and stuff now instead, but I think you made that play specifically the desert so you could do Pyramid Fairy after Swamp. I think you probably just follow through with it.
Yeah, Specks has been playing pretty thoroughly, and
It's been played very intentionally.
yeah.
And, yeah, so there's only one item left in Swamp, but you're definitely not going back in. Brogor is going to make the play into front of Skull now.
That is unfortunate, but Specks is heading north.
Yep, he'll be in go mode in about a minute. Oh, we're gonna bomb dupe here.
Oh, perfectly done.
Nicely
Wow.
done. Yep. I'm too much of a coward to try that one. I'll dash with the bomb, but I'm not. The timing on that is pretty tight.
All right, and here is go mode for Specks.
Alright, just gotta clear out Skull, Woods, and Meyer, which shouldn't take too long, because Meyer, the big key, was pretty early on. So, gonna be a pretty quick one overall. As can be the case with Casual Boots.
Yeah, I mean, even for casual boots, this is
Yeah, I mean,
really
this
quick.
should be sub 110, I think. As long as the big key in GT is not, like, awful.
Tile room. I always want tile room.
It's possible. One of my races the other day had tile room big key.
That's so cool.
It's not cool. Feels real bad.
Was it restreamed?
No, it was not.
Okay, that sucks then. I'm sorry that happened. Oh, hey, the fake boots were up there on
Neat.
Bumper Ledge.
Oh no, Brogor. I guess the bright side is maybe that pulls him up the mountain to do Ether Tablet and then Spike Cave.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Is this really the first time he's doing King's Tomb? Yikes. But yeah, this is basically what I was saying a half an hour ago, is Brogor skipping all this stuff is... Now it's, you know, coming back to bite him because he has to go back through all of it and find it. Nice splash delete there.
And honestly, the Spike Cave skip happened because he had to do Spiral Cave.
Yeah, I don't think the Spike Cave... It wasn't necessarily a skip specifically, but I'm talking about all this other stuff like, you know, like King's Tomb and whatnot. It's like, okay, well, now he's going back and doing all these things because he didn't do them earlier when they would have been maybe a little more convenient. Alright, so we should be getting our flippers here in a little bit, which will get him his Fire Rod. Oh, are we gonna see the hover attempt from Specks here after getting the big key? Come on, Specks. Ah, alright. Well, we tried.
Respect the attempt. Oh no, we're doing Hera first.
I mean, it does make sense. Like, you're up here. Like, you want
Yeah.
to do everything while you're up here if you can.
That big key is kind of unfortunate, because if you had to do
Oh,
Hera Basement...
no! Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Because Hera Basement would still be out of logic.
For Brogor, yeah, it is. Nice shield.
Is that our first
Alright, well,
shield?
yeah, it is, and that's the second item, so we're done there. And now we do Spike Cave. And now we get our flippers. And now we're sad. Where fraud? It's in Swamp. Swampers.
Alright, here is crystal number 7.
Yeah, in GT sub-hour. Not bad.
Oh, the guessing game.
Nah, we don't play that here anymore. Guess the game's
Wait.
canceled.
Oh. That's disappointing. Well, it looks like chat doesn't care.
Alright, there's Fire Rod for Brogor. Brogor now in go mode as well, but unfortunately, a little too far behind at this point.
Yeah, 2 whole dungeons. Not very long dungeons, but still.
Yeah, no, it is pretty quick, but I mean, Brogor's still back like 4-ish minutes if I had to make a rough guess.
Okay, Ganon's got even worse taste into core than the King of Hyrule.
What would you even call this?
Have they invented a word for this?
I don't know. I can't even... I don't even know what color I would think about calling this.
Oh, there's our
Hey,
butter stick.
let's just make it a little easier.
Right, checks 10 through 13 coming up. All right, so the only person in contention now is Dataplut, who gets 20.
I don't know. I think MM2 is still in contention.
I mean, I just assumed we're reducing that mod 22, so it would be 3. That was an interesting bob dodge.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Alright, the hunt continues.
Wow, that was really done in that room by Specks.
Specks is pretty good at this game, if people aren't aware.
Did I miss a word in my sentence? Really well done?
Really done. It really was done.
Okay, I mean, it is true.
There it is.
That is actually number 20.
DM router is win again.
Alright, and you were actually pretty spot on with about a 4-minute difference for Brogor.
Yeah, Specks. Yeah, definitely going to be sub 110. Let's see. Specks probably be done around 107.5 to 108 would be my guess.
That's a pretty specific guess. But I mean, you run this game, so you would know.
I mean, I estimate about 4 minutes for the climb and usually like a minute and a half for Ganon.
You know, my only complaint about Ganon taking not that long is because the Ganon tracks are usually the best in a lot of MSUs, and you just don't get to hear enough of it.
Yeah, especially ones that have like a build up to it, and then it's just like, oh, as the song starts it's the same with any boss fight music in this game, unfortunately, because the boss fights tend to be pretty quick.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be a little careful.
He's okay.
He's okay for now.
He's still got the blue, I think.
I think he does. Good old hearts have just left on the floor. Alright, Brogor heading into GT. So Brogor could make up a little time here if he decides to do DM route. Which looks like he is going to. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected him to spend the potion there, but... like, there's not really a whole lot else left at this point. I guess if you're just tanking hits like that, then sure. think I may have overestimated Specks' time by about 30 seconds.
Brogor's having a little fun with the conveyor belt.
Alright, there's the big key for Brogor. Not gonna get that gold sword, though. Oh, wait, no, he does have the gold sword. It was a DM room. Just kidding. No, maybe I was maybe I was about right on Specks' time. I forget how long this stupid bag cutscene takes.
So you said 107.5 to 108?
Yeah.
So 90
Is
to
that-
120 seconds?
Yeah, he's gonna be closer to the 107.5 than the
Yeah.
8.
We have silvers.
Yeah, Ganon fight with silvers optimally is like a minute 15, I think. It depends on warps, though.
Oh, we really are just tanking hits.
Probably don't want to do any more of those, but... Alright, pretty friendly warps so far.
Very friendly warps.
Alright, setting up for a triple here. Should be good. 1, 2, 3. Alright.
Wow! Well done.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, so this is going to be like 107.15.
Yep. Sorry, Specks. I underestimated you by about 15 seconds. Alright, GG's to Specks, finishing in first place this race, taking the win. A 107.16. All things told, Brogor not too far behind.
Yep, and it looks like he is going to be still going.
Looks like we've got Specks in the waiting room. There
Right,
he
we
is.
are joined by our winner, Specks. GG and congratulations.
Thank you, Blue Link. Appreciate that.
So, yeah, you got those flippers quite a bit earlier than Brogor, and your route just worked out really well. You were being thorough, and it paid off.
Yeah, I decided this tournament with Cat Boots, I'm like, I'm just going to be thorough.
Oh,
That's
well,
I'm pretty much adopting that mindset. I'm not going to skip a whole lot.
sorry,
now-
Specks, but Brogor just hovered Moldorm too, so he's way better than you.
It was impressive.
I don't
So-
disagree. I'm just luckier. I know it. Broger's a better player. No arguments. I see our 131. Nice.
Yeah, no,
that was-
pretty fast
yeah.
seed overall. Like, I seemed like your route worked out pretty good. It's kind of hard to find anything to complain about too much.
My only complaints, I mean, obviously GT routing didn't go my way, but that's GT.
Yeah.
And then my K-hold fight, I messed up pretty bad. I almost died.
Oh, your
I
gold's
forget-
there, yeah. Oh, got a
Yeah, I
little away from you.
I hadn't done the AMG strat in a few months, and I finally was like, oh wait, I need to do the AMG strat. And then I realized I don't remember how to do it. So then if I just hadn't gone for the AMG strat, it would have gone better. So I see to review the AMG strat for K-hold. And couldn't have Meyer. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend 4 attempts trying to hover this. I'm like,
No,
I'm
if
like-
you do it once and that's it.
yeah, pretty much. After that, I'm like, there's such a good chance that Brogor like either had issues with the flippers, you know, clear more of North Dark World, Catfish, doubled the pyramid area, may have gone to pod. Like, I'm like, there's so many things I could see someone reasonably doing. And then if they like order Swamp Ice differently, then they would have been able to easily combo Pyramid Ledge, because you had because if you go to Swamp before Ice, you can't have Beaten Desert because you don't have a strong you don't have a Fire Rod or Lamp, so you can't camp a Pyramid with Swamp. So I was like, I'm probably in a good spot in this seat as in GT. So
yeah, no, like I said, you did that pretty darn good. It's hard. I think it would be hard to cut too much time off of this one. I mean, you skipped basically everything that you could.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you don't do the TR dip while you're up there. I know you waffled a little bit on deciding if you wanted to do that or not, but I think it was probably the right call to do it.
I didn't want to do it, but then I'm like, I told myself I'm being thorough in this tournament for right now, and I'm just gonna do it.
And you probably get locked out quickly anyway, so.
Yeah, if I got a small key and chomps, that's when I would have started cursing. If I got a small key and chomps.
Yeah, I think if you get a small key and chomps, you maybe decide to bail, but
yeah,
it's tough.
That's what. Yeah, if this was like, let's say I'm following the tournament, it's not like a group race, but I can more afford to lose some races. Sure. I probably would have even dipped TR.
GG's to Brogor as well, finishing here just about 4 minutes behind Specks.
Yeah, 1 second off. Brogor. Oh, but the collection rate 4 smaller.
Oh, Specks outfluffed. That's because of more GT stuff. Brogor took the DM route, so.
Yep, fair enough.
Curiously, Specks, you have exactly 4 more heart pieces than Brogor.
I think a lot of them were in GT, but yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Brogor and I are playing game 2 on Sunday, same time. So Brogor might destroy me then. He's too good to not beat me a good chunk of the time.
Yeah, I mean, but early on, so Brogor was being a bit more aggressive early on than you were, and skipping a bunch of stuff. Which I think, at the end of the day, I don't know how much it bit him, but it definitely, he had to spend a little extra time going back for those things when he was hunting for flippers. So
I see. Do you know, do you remember what they were?
He never did like King's Tomb, and he held off on like Agina and Ice Rod. Not as late as like looking for flippers, but he had to double back on those checks at some point.
Okay. Nope, I can get going for that type of play, and especially when, pretty much all our races are going to be in my group, because my group's pretty stacked. Yeah. Like, you got to go for some plays.
Sure, yeah.
And those are not crazy plays. Those are not.
Yeah, no, it's all reasonable for sure.
I agree. So, yeah, those plays make sense to me.
Was there when you got the Fire Rod, was there a threshold where you would have gone back into Swamp after finishing it? No. Like, if there's 3 items in there, would you have gone back in?
There was no way I would have, because I'm like, all I need is Ether. I have Pyramid Fairy. I have Catfish. I have Graveyard Ledge. I have Bumper Ledge. I have all of Skull Woods. I have basically all of TR. I have all of Green Pendant Pod.
Yeah.
I have some other one-offs. I'm like, the odds 1 or 2 items in the Swamp are gonna get me. I'm like, that's a play you gotta make when you're 1 item from Go Mode. Yeah, 3 items from Go Mode. Maybe I go in 1 item from Go Mode and Kaz Boots. Hell no.
Yeah. Luckily, when you finish Swamp, there was only 1 item left in there, so like it's not even a question. But I know I would, if there was still 3 in there, I would like have at least been like, should I? But yeah,
I completely agreed. If there were 2 items left in Swamp and you're more than 1 item from Go Mode, then that's when it's the harder debate. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I don't know if we're gonna get Brogor or not.
It looks like he's intending to, but he had something come up and is briefly away. Oh, looks like he's here.
I spoke too soon. Hello, GG's.
GG's?
Thank you, GG's.
GG's, Brogor.
Gee, Mr. Specky Specks.
I'm requiring you to destroy me on Sunday, Brogor. We have to go even here.
Yeah.
Don't let me
maybe
get away with
that.
this.
I think our last race was also very close, and it was spoiler or something, maybe.
Yeah, we haven't played in like forever. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's nice that we finally got a race again.
Yeah, I guess Gamma was hyped to rewatch this now. His favorite matchup.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he didn't even wake up for it. So
Yeah,
pretty
I know.
disappointing.
You're right. Well, it's -9, so from my perspective, so it's 6 in the morning when this race started, Pacific time.
No excuse for Gamma. He needs to get
Yeah,
it
he
together.
should have been up.
Yeah, not European friendly person, please report.
Exactly. Not cool.
Yeah, but about the seat, I guess you managed to take the spike cave with you, I guess.
Yeah, I did it when I was up on Dark Mountain. I approached the
Yeah.
seed in a pretty thorough way, where I just didn't skip
Yeah.
anything until like the very end. I was like, this ether
Yeah.
from Go mode, and I
The
said
thing was,
Swamp. But
So
other than that-
Brogor, upon getting Darkworld access, the very first thing Brogor did was Dark Death Mountain.
I can see that.
So did not have, I don't think, had the blue cane at the time.
No, yes. I think I
You
did.
would-
Yeah,
It was next
you
to
No,
the
Blue
club,
Cane.
right?
Yeah, Blue King came up. I think I want to say it was Tavern. It was in Kakariko.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
but he did have the cape.
Yeah, my problem was, before you go into that, in the first mountain trip, I went all the way up to Hera, and I totally forgot I just got the hammer. So I didn't cross the bridge, and I went south, down again, and Paradox,
right.
and I was like, oh no, now you forsake the Spiral Cave like that. Okay, maybe we get mids, and then we do it with mids afterwards, and check Turtle Rock maybe, and stuff like that. And then I did that, and I was like, oh, nice, bombos, that's okay, good thing we did that. I was like, should I do Spike Cave? If my opponent didn't mess up, he could do a Spike Cave and Spiral Cave. Nah, maybe after a 7 quit some point, but yeah, never came to that. Only with the book, then I climbed Hera and book, and then the Spike Cave.
Wait, where'd you get a book at?
Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah,
Oh, I never got the book.
yeah.
I never did that.
So my thought was, when I found the ether, I was like, okay, that might be pretty good, because maybe you found some flippers fire out before me, and
I did.
and you do Pod and Turtle Rock, and I was like, I hope Turtle Rock is not ether, so maybe Specs has to go in there, but yeah.
No, that makes sense to do in your situation, but no, I got the route where I got flippers and I did ice, which gave me a lamp, so then I went and beat desert, so I'd have Puma Fairy available after Swamp. Then did Swamp, got my Fire Rod, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do Puma Fairy right after this, and then I got the ether, and I avoided. I go mode at Skullwoods. I never did North Dark World or Catfish. I never touched Pod. So
you may would have touched Pod if Pyramid Fairy wouldn't be the ether, I guess. Then after
I was between either doing North. I was thinking I was gonna do Skullwoods and then maybe North Dark World before Pod. I hadn't decided whether I wanted to dive Pod because it was like, well, I'd rather go to Pod, but I don't want to make a decision on Green Pendant Helma before I do North Dark World.
Yeah, fair.
And then I would have had TR open too. So
First thing I did with after Mountain Climb, I was playing Ice out of logic. I was like, yeah, I know I might be in Flipper's Go mode, but well, maybe I find a Fire Rod here, Rule of Fire, whatever. And Bombos was something I wanted to find something on the mountain. I was like, yeah, at least I must say, I got the lamp on Cold Stair, so
Yeah.
that took me away from Pod. Otherwise, I would have might even played Pod, but with the lamp on Cold Stair, everything is flippers locked, so I want to find the flippers first and go into Swamp over Pot, obviously. And
Yeah.
if you go
Yeah,
to
that makes
Pot
sense.
With flippers, there might just be nothing in Logic there, like
I
Combat, Big Key, and Map or something.
the Ice Palace play honestly makes some sense to me in the seed because you could full quit pretty quickly, and then if you get anything, I can give you some knowledge about the seed, and perhaps if it gives you Goma item, one of the Goma items, you don't need to waste as much time in doing overworld checks and stuff. I get that. That play makes sense to me.
I think otherwise the seed was okay-ish. Execution was not so good. So that's on one thing, but yeah, we play another game on Sunday same time for everyone who cares.
Hey, I'm excited. So I expect I'm
You said same
expecting to
time?
be destroyed, Brogor.
Yeah, I might be on his 60th birthday on Saturday, so might not be at my top level, but yeah, I'm trying to hold back and be
So,
good on
same-
Sunday.
Same time Sunday in the morning?
Yeah, same time Sunday.
All right, I expect
Yeah.
Gamma to be awake for that one.
Yeah, otherwise unfollow this guy, please. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us this morning. Thank you to both of our runners. Hold on, does the thing work in chat to follow the runners? It does. Look at that. Give our runners a follow.
Thanks.
Thank you for letting us restream you. Thank you to the Black Sabbath for doing the tracking.
Yes, always
Link.
appreciated.
Thanks for commenting with me.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, thank you guys all for the
And-
restream, comms, and tracking. Super appreciated.
Let me do a quick scan of the schedule today to see if there's anything else coming up. Looks like we have another match on SpeedGaming, the main SpeedGaming channel, scheduled for 3 o'clock Eastern this afternoon between Kefka and Seafate. Looking for some comms for that one, so if anyone's available, head on over to the Casual Boots Discord and sign up. But that's all that's on the
No.
schedule for today.
No qualifications required.
No, clearly, because I'm here. So, but yeah. Otherwise, that's going to do it for us this morning. So, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you again later this afternoon.
Bye bye.